I'm a weak child. Love, oh, you got me high like California. Your pink sky while it's hot all over. You're a dreamer. Please say don't go, babe. I won't behave. I'm raising hell with you tonight. It ain't over till it's over. Let's make it count and move things slower. Although my heart will be broken, let's go out with one big explosion. No, it ain't over till it's over. Let's make it count and move things slower. Hold on, don't make my heart break into pieces. Don't say you can't, I don't believe it. I'm a dreamer. Love, oh, you make me crave all that I shouldn't. Our love is so but sweet as sugar. I'm a weak child. Please say don't go, babe. I won't behave. I'm raising hell with you tonight. It ain't over till it's over. Let's make it count and move things slower. Although my heart will be broken, let's go out with one big explosion. No, it ain't over till it's over. Let's make it count and move things slower. Oh, you and I, a final ride. Yeah, you and I, a final night of highs. A triple life, a final cry. 'Cause you and I used to be paradise. Used to be paradise. Used to be paradise. Used to be paradise. It ain't over till it's over. Let's make it count and move things slower. Although my heart will be broken, let's go out with one big explosion. No, it ain't over.
We all need, we all want more better better balance and more strength. And you're going to get it with your yoga. Let's come on up to standing and let's do some yoga. We're doing it quick today. We're diving into this. Do your yoga. Don't overthink it. That's the biggest message for today. Don't overthink it. Just start. All right, as you come on up to standing, lock in a stress number. Lock in a stress number on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 to 10. I'm Jan. This is 316 Yoga. This is your yoga from home. This is where you do it your way. Just try. Don't overthink it. I hope you're standing up. You could have a chair nearby as well. It's all good. All right, so we're going to take our first pose. Just stick with me for 2 minutes. You got that stress number locked in? Scale of 1 to 5, 1 to 10. Where do you feel stress right now? Don't overthink it. I'll explain it in 2 minutes. Lift your arms high up to the sky. This is the first pose. This is called Extended Mountain. Take a big breath in through your nose. And a big sighing breath out through your mouth. Let your shoulders soften. Breathe. Lengthen up. Breathe. Feel your breath in through the nose. Out through the mouth. You got it going on. All right, confident stance. Bring your hands to your hips. Spread your legs a little bit. You could have a chair nearby. No problem having a chair. It's a great prop to have. You could sit in your chair for these poses too. All right, hands are on the hips. Send your elbows back. Chest is lifted. Just feel confident. Feel large here. Large and in charge. That's you, because you are large and in charge. Come on up to the balls of your feet. You're in charge of your yoga. You're in charge of your body. Don't hurt. Don't hurt your body. If something hurts, don't do it. If it's just uncomfortable, give it a go. All right, how you doing with the confidence stance? Maybe at first you were really wobbly. Maybe you're still wobbly. No big deal. You're doing it. That's what counts. You will notice that as you come up onto the balls of your feet, you're strengthening your feet. You're strengthening your ankles. You've got this. You've got this. Just give me 2 minutes. Hold on here. Bring your heels on down. Lift your toes on up. Give them a wiggle. Just do it. Just show up, get through, and that's success. All right, plant your feet. Bring your hands, your feet in a little bit closer. Put your hands to your low back. Squeeze your elbows towards your spine. Push your belly forward. Look up, maybe to where the ceiling and the wall meet, or maybe even higher overhead. Take a big breath in, chest lifts. And a big breath out. Exhale, fold forward. Fold forward. Let your hands hang toward the earth. Let your eyes go towards your knees. A little bit of a wiggle here in the knees, in the hips, in the shoulders, and in the neck. Shake the neck. Loosen it up. Come to stillness here. Let the hands come closer to the earth, or maybe they don't come close at all. Totally fine. Big deal. Don't sweat it. Inhale. Come on up. Come on up to standing. Take your hands, interlace your fingers overhead, send your palms high to the sky and start to move sideways. Breathe in, breathe out, and if you don't like the arms up, maybe only do one arm up. Bring the other to your hip, then bring the other arm up. Bring the other to your hip. Just big stretches through the side body. Come on back to the midline of your body. Come to standing. Do some arm circles. Tee out your arms and draw little circles with your fingers on the side wall. Doesn't feel so good? Do them with your palms and bring your shoulders down and your elbows down a little bit. Just move. Take the arm circles in the other direction. Let it feel good. You know, you modify the poses to make them feel good for you, to make them feel right. What you want to feel is goodness in your body. Doesn't matter how the pose looks. Put your hands on your hips. Put a bend in your knees. Straighten up through the knees. Bend into the knees and straighten up. Let's move the knees a little bit. Breathe. Breathe in, breathe out. I know sometimes you want to say, oh, I don't want to move my knees. They just don't feel good. Try. Give it a go. Move it or lose it, you know that saying. And motion is lotion, you know that one too. You move it and it feels better. Maybe you're holding on to a chair. Breathe. All right, let's come on back up to standing. Arms are down by your sides, shoulders away from your ears. Feel how that feels. Let's do a big coat swing. Twist to one side, twist to the other. Let your arms be loose here. Arms are loose and heavy. You're looking over one shoulder then the other. Adjust your feet. Make those little adjustments that feel good. Adjust your feet so you feel comfortable in your stance. Take things in layers to kick up the challenge. Here's a layer here. Close your eyes. Close your eyes and try to find your balance. And if that doesn't work, open your eyes. Take it in layers. You know what works for you. This is a practice that you can do. You can totally do it because you modify it. Let's slow it on down, finish up here, come back to the midline of your body. Remember that pose we started in, extended mountain, do it again. Look up, breathe up, feel good. Take a little baby back bend, reach your hands toward the back of the room, and if that doesn't feel good in your low back, put your hands at your low back. Exhale, hinge forward. Look back to your knees again, your feet. Toe heel your feet hip width distance apart, hands to opposite elbow creases, ragdoll pose. Look back to your knees or up towards your belly button. Start to sway your elbows side to side. Breathe in, breathe out. You can do this just as well seated in a chair. Sway the elbows, you got it. Do what works, that's the ticket. Really, truly. What works. Finish up, come back to the midline of your body, release your arms long to the earth and pull your spine up. Think of one vertebra at a time, coming to stack. Come on up to standing. Take a big breath in. and a big breath out. All right, eyes are open. Stress number you took in the beginning, how is it? It's coming down, isn't it? Don't you feel better? You moved a little bit, and it's all good. That's our usual little warm-up. Stick with me. Every single day we do a different type of practice. Today might be the most challenging, but if you're jumping in, good on you. You modify it to make it work for you. All right, let's bring our hands to a prayer center position. Close your eyes, take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. Today, as you practice, think of the word self-expansion. Self-expansion is your growth, your development. Don't think of being self-limited. I think a lot of us limit ourselves. We think, oh, I can't do it. Oh, I just can't. Oh, I can't make it through. I can't do this. I can't do that. Stop with the can'ts. Believe in yourself. Let's create a little mantra for ourselves. How about I am strong? Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. When your hands come together in this practice, repeat that little mantra in your head. I don't know what yours is. Maybe I am strong. I am fit. I am able. I am capable. I'm here. I can do it. Any one of those is great. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. All right, so this is called your Samastitihi pose. Let's go into our sun salutation A. All right, for that pose, here's what you do. Come on, stick with me. You've got this. It's an hour-long practice, but it goes by quickly. Lengthen up through your fingers. Lengthen up through your hands. Take a deep breath in and a deep shoulder softening breath out. Marry one breath to each pose. Extended mountain. Let's take our hands to prayer center and fold forward. As you exhale, inhale, rise on up, bring your hands to your shins, squeeze your shoulders back, create a flat back. Exhale, plant your hand on your mat, walk them forward. And you're thinking, oh my goodness, I don't want to get down on the ground. Totally fine. Go stand next to a wall. Imagine this mat is the wall, so you flip it 90 degrees and press your hands into the wall or into the ground. Hinge forward with the weight. Have the weight equally distributed in your body with your shoulders over your wrists. This is a high plank. Let's take a Chaturanga Dandasana. To do that, bend your elbows. Maybe your hands are against the wall. It's all good. Bend your elbows. Hover to a low plank. Flip your feet so the tops of your feet are on your mat. Straighten your arms. Come into an upward facing dog pose. If you're on the mat, good on you. If you want to come down to your knees, that's a fine modification too. Chest is forward, upward facing dog. Let's take it to down dog. Draw your toes towards your shins so your feet are in a natural position. Press your hips high. Come to a downward facing dog. You did it. All right, down dog. Let's talk about it for a minute. Feet hip width distance apart. Hands shoulder width distance apart. Heels slightly elevated so you can pedal them out. Ooh, that feels good in the feet and all up the back of your leg. Send your tailbone higher to the sky as you push hard into the earth, or maybe you're pushing into the wall. Shake your neck, loosen it up. This is your down dog. Let's walk our feet up to meet our hands, or walk your hands back to meet your feet. I only walk my hands back to meet my feet because it's just that best angle with the camera. Either one is good. Inhale, arms sweep up. Come up to your extended mountain. We'll do it 2 more times so you can modify it and do it your way. Lengthen up. That feels good in and of itself. Exhale, hands to prayer center. Remember your mantra. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen through the crown of the head and the tailbone. Now plant your hands however you want to do this. Maybe walk them forward, maybe take it to your knees. Hinge forward, take your high plank or on your knee plank. Exhale, come to a low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Tops of your feet are on your mat, on your knees or not. Flip your feet to a natural position. Send your hips high, come to a down dog. Remember to pedal it out. You know the downward facing dog. Little cues, feet and hands are apart, heels lifted, pedal it out, then still your feet. Walk your feet to hands or hands to feet. Inhale, arms sweep up, extended mountain. Exhale, hands through prayer center, fold forward. Maybe you're seated in a chair, it's all good. Inhale, halfway lift, back is flat. Exhale, plant your hands, walk them forward. Take your variation of your Chaturanga Dandasana. Remember, it's 4 parts. Maybe a high plank to a low plank. Upward facing dog, elbows are hugged in, chest is forward. Down dog, hips are high. Comfortable with down dog now, right? Pedal out, shake your neck, nice and loose. Don't hold your neck tight. Finish up. Still your feet. That's a sun salutation A. Let's do a sun salutation B. This one's super comfortable to do in your chair. Basically, you're just going to keep your bottom down in your chair, but you're going to do the same movements that the rest of us are. Walk your feet to your hands or your hands to your feet. Inhale, arms sweep up, extended mountain. Let's take a chair pose. Work on those big muscles, the big muscles in the legs and the glutes. Sit back as if you're going into a little chair. You could literally have a chair nearby and hold on to it. Send the weight more back into the heels, perhaps so much so that you can lift your toes and give them a wiggle. Hands can stay at prayer center. I am strong. Hold on here, or you can reach your arms forward, serving as a little bit of a counterbalance as you challenge yourself to send your weight more towards your heels. Inhale, lengthen through your fingers. Exhale, sit a little lower in your bottom. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sit a little lower. On this inhale, hands to prayer center, straighten your knees and fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to your shins. Back is flat, shoulders squeeze toward the spine. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, same thing, you know this one. When you're ready, high plank or your variation, it's totally good. Take your variation, high plank. Exhale, low plank. Feet on the mat. Inhale, upward facing dog. Feet back to a natural position. Downward facing dog. Here's the difference. Kick your right leg high. Sweep it through to a low lunge. If you're in the chair, move your right foot forward. Your bottom is still on your mat. Foot is in between the two front hands. Rise on up to standing. Plant your back foot at 45 or 90 degrees. Right toes shine forward. Put a bend in the right knee. Work the knee over the ankle. Working the right thigh a little more parallel to the earth. So maybe you got that chair right behind your bottom. It's all good. Tee out the arms. Lengthen up through the crown of your head. Exhale, soften in the shoulders. Think of your low body as if it were in cement. It's not going anywhere. Keep it right here. Inhale, lengthen. Turn your head to the right. Look over your right middle finger. Exhale, reach through that extended arm. Tick-tock your arms, 6 and 12. Keeping the right knee over the right ankle. You can look at it. Press the right arm into the leg, opening up the leg to the back of the room. Left arm goes high. Look up to your fingers. I don't know how high you are. I don't know how higher. It is Colorado. I don't know how low you want to get in your body. Just try. Try. Every little bit is awesome. Look up to your fingers. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reverse warrior. Come on back up to standing. Left arm goes down. Right arm goes up to the sky. Lengthen up. Breathe. Exhale. Cartwheel your arms. Chaturanga Dandasana. Right foot goes back to meet the left. High plank. Low plank. Push the earth away, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Tailbone high, neck is loose. Pedal it out. Pedal it out, let one heel closer to the earth than the other. Other side, same thing, left leg kicks high. Exhale, sweep it through, low lunge. Come on up to standing. All of your feet are on the ground, all of your feet. The whole foot is on the ground. Right foot, 45 or 90 degrees. Left knee's turned to bend. Bend into the left knee. Arms tee out. Lengthen up. Warrior pose. Strong warrior. Exhale. Let go. Inhale. Lengthen. Turn to the left. Reach toward the left arm. Tick-tock your arms. 6 and 12. Look up to the sky. Press the inner left thigh open. Reach. Inhale. Reverse warrior. Right arm down. Left arm high. Exhale, cartwheel your arms, surround the left foot, back to meet the right. High plank, your variation, low plank, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Pedal it out and breathe. Shake your neck and let it be. When you're ready, feet to hands or hands to feet, come on back up to a standing position. Take your extended mountain. Lengthen up. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Bend your knees, weight in the heels. Reach forward or hands in prayer or hands to a chair. All good. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sit lower. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, you're getting stronger. Sit lower. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands to prayer center. Fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to your shins. Exhale, plant your hands. We're going to do this sun salutation B again. We're into it. Let's go. High plank, low plank. Push the earth away, upward facing dog. Then down dog, hips are high. Shake your neck, tailbone, send it higher to the sky. Inhale, right leg kicks high. Exhale, sweep it through, low lunge. Rise up. Warrior two, sink low. Inhale, lengthen up. Look over your right fingers, reach the right fingers forward. Tick-tock the arms 6 and 12. Look up. Inhale, reverse warrior, right arm high, left arm low, look up. Exhale, cartwheel your arms. Chaturanga, Dandasana. Right foot back to left, high plank, low plank, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Other side, left leg kicks high, sweep it through, low lunge, rise on up, warrior two, sink low, hold it here, look to the left, reach to the left, tick-tock, 6 and 12, look up. Inhale, reverse warrior, right arm down, left arm up, look up. Exhale, cartwheel your arms, Chaturanga, Dandasana, high plank, low plank, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Couple little pedals here and the movement of the neck. Breathe. Finish. Still your heels. Tailbone high. Push the earth away. Bend your knees slowly. We can bend our knees. Bend your knees. Hover them above the earth. About an inch or two. Bring the shoulders over the wrists. Hug here and you're down. Or stay here in your bear plank. Come on down to your knees. All right, how are you doing? You could have done it in a chair. You could have done it against a wall. You could do it on your knees. It's all up to you. Remember, it's all up to you. It's all your choice. Are you going to choose to grow and expand, or are you going to close in? Are you going to grow? Are you going to have fun? Are you going to be all that you can be? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. All right, have a drink. Let's go. Let's keep going. Come on. Don't even think about it. All right. Supta Baddha Konasana sit-ups. All right, what is that? You're seated on the ground. Wiggle your bottom around. Feel your sits bones on the ground. Bring your soles of your feet to touch. Knees open wide. Hands to prayer center. Lengthen up through the crown of your head. Mantra. Breathe. Come on back. Come on back all the way down to your mat. Take it slowly. That's another layer. Taking it nice and slowly and avoiding the clunk at the end. Once you're down, heels up closer to your groin. Elbows bent wide to the sides of your room. Fingertips lightly to your temples. Think of your chin. Your chin is what's going to move here. It's going to go up to the sky. When you're ready to take an exhale, bring your chin up toward the sky. Inhale down, lift and lower. Elbows and knees are open wide. Lifting the chin to the sky. You're not looking down to your feet. You're keeping your eyes on the prize. Keeping your eyes on the sky. Breathe. Maybe you'd like to breathe in and out of your mouth a little bit here. Just let it go. You've got it. Little baby sit-ups. Let's come on down, all the way down. Shoulders are down. Bicycle pose, lots of ways to take it. Let's bring our knees together. Soles of the feet can stay on the mat. Hands back in that position with the fingers lightly at the temples, elbows open wide. Exhale, come on up. But this time add a twist, bringing your left elbow towards your right knee, then your right elbow towards your left knee. Little twist here. All right, if that's not cutting it, come on down to your shoulders. Lift your legs up, knees over your hips. Draw your toes towards your shins. Arms can stay down by your sides or tee them out, whatever you like, and drive through your heels as if you were riding a recumbent bicycle. I'm going to put it all together, bringing my fingers to my temples, elbows open wide. I'm still riding that recumbent bike, but now I'm going to peel my shoulders up and bring opposite elbow toward opposite knee. That's a fun one too. Lastly, maybe you scissor kick it. Straighten both legs, one heel toward the earth, other leg up toward the sky. elbow toward the knee. Nice work. Finish up. Lots of bicycle variations. Lots of ways to make it work for you. Let's do stick pose. Stick pose. Make yourself look like a giant number 1. Palms touch, fingers reach, toes point to the bottom of the mat while your fingers reach to the top. Biceps are near your ears. Big number 1. Breathe in, breathe out. Time to do a boat pose, a balancing pose. Take your hands, place them behind your thighs on the hamstrings, low, just above the backs of your knees. Rock and roll up. And you know, I always say it. Play with this a little bit. Rock on your spine. I always say, if you have osteoporosis, osteopenia, check with your doctor. You're supposed to get those DEXA scans. Anyway, at age 65, I believe it is. So get that, or ask your doctor, hey, can I rock on my spine? All right, so have a little bit of fun with it. And then come on up to seated. No big deal. Be seated, but keep your hands here. When you're ready, as you're ready, lean on back as if you're in a beach recliner. Lean on back, squeeze your shoulders towards your spine, chest is lifted. Maybe take a little bit of weight out of your feet, or a lot of weight out of your feet. Now, other days we practice with a strap. And if you're familiar with that and you prefer to use that, go for it. I'm going to lift my legs up. I'm a little higher. Maybe I'm going to straighten my legs. I'm going to reach my hands toward my feet. Let's keep the lean going on. Put a smile on your face because you can do it. You can do it whatever it is, however it is you're doing it. It's good. Hold on here. Breathe. Be happy you're doing it. And let's finish. Hands to prayer center. Crisscross at the ankles. Take a deep breath in. Repeat your mantra and a deep breath out. Hands down to the mat. Hinge forward and come on up to your downward facing dog pose. All right, feet hip width distance apart, hands shoulder width. Shake your neck, tailbone high to the sky. Push hard into your hands, pedal it out. Let's do a lunge. Kick your right leg high to the sky. Oh no, wait a minute. Let's do a Chaturanga Dandasana first, okay? Why not? All right, hinge forward, high plank. Low plank. You thought I forgot. I did forget. Upward facing dog, but then I remembered, so it's good. Tuck your feet under, send your hips high, down dog. Pedal it out. You could always skip the Chaturangas if you want, or just try a little bit. Shake your neck. Inhale, right leg sweeps high. Exhale, sweep it through low lunge. In this low lunge, let's stand on up. This time, all 10 toes are pointing toward the top of your mat. Your back heel is lifted. Come on down. Bend that back knee. Take it slowly. Take it slowly. Maybe you're holding on to a chair. Totally fine. Bend that knee. You've got it. Hold it here. Arms lift up. And you can always come all the way down to the knee. Fine option. Fold your mat over a couple times. Put a towel under. It's all good. Stay here if you like. I'm going to pop on back up so the back knee's lifted above the earth. Reach through the fingertips. Take a baby back bend. Inhale, reach fingertips to the sky, hands to prayer center. We're going to do a twist. Left elbow outside of the right knee. Hands are stacked, elbows are stacked. Lengthen up, look down at your right toe. When you're ready to exhale, twist a little bit and look to the right side of your mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Look more to the right side of your room. Maybe you're looking at your hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Look over your right shoulder or over the elbow. Breathe. However you've taken this is far enough as long as it feels right. Inhale, back to prayer center. Come down to the back knee if you're not already there. Wiggle the right toes. Find a block. Bring a block inside your right foot. Send your left leg long. Maybe put a towel under your left knee. Top of the left foot is on your mat. Right toes wiggle to the top right corner of your mat. You can have your hands on your mat, or maybe use your block and rest your hands there. I'm going to take the right foot and I'm going to roll it open so I'm resting on the pinky edge side of the foot. Hold it here. Lengthen through your spine. Hands can be on the block. Hands can be on the ground. Maybe you slip your arms down to the block. Maybe you slip your arms down to the earth. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, let it go. All right, press into your hands. We don't stay here very long. It's a quick practice kind of day. Maybe you are up in a higher elevated position. Totally fine. I'm going to send my right foot back to meet my left, and I'm going to do a side plank. So my left side, my left arm is my foundation. Shoulder over wrist. You can be down on your left knee and extend your right leg long. Lift through the right arm, lift the leg, hold it right here. You like that? Stay there. Want to challenge yourself a little more? Extend the left leg. You can either kickstand your legs or stack your ankles together. Push into the earth, right arm goes high, look up. Finish. Hand comes down. You're back to your downward facing dog. Take advantage of this. Pedal it out, shake your neck, breathe, let it be. All right, for funsies, let's do a Chaturanga Dandasana, your way. High plank, low plank, push the earth away, tops of the feet on the mat, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Kick your left leg high, same pose, other side. Exhale, sweep it through to a low lunge. Rise on up to standing. Whew. Shoulders over the hips. Put a generous bend in both of those knees. Work the back knee down, down, down as far as you want it to go to your mat. Maybe it's all the way. Totally fine. Maybe it's slightly lifted. Now lift your arms. Inhale, baby back bend. Inhale, back up to the sky. Exhale, hands to prayer center. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Right elbow outside of the left knee. Hands are stacked, elbows are stacked. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist a little bit. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist a little bit. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Finish. Hands back to prayer center. Come down to that bottom knee if you're not already there. Use your block if you want. Wiggle your left toes to the top left corner of the mat. Now don't give up on me. More importantly, don't give up on you. If you're thinking this is too hard, it's not too hard because you're going to modify it. Your lunge may look very different than mine. Don't sweat it. Let it be. You just want to feel a nice stretch in your hips. Maybe the blanket or a towel is under your knee. Nice big stretch here. All right. I've wiggled my left toes to the top left corner of the mat. I'm going to open up my foot onto the pinky edge side. Hands on the block. Hold here like a runner, stretching out before that big race. Every day is that big race, right? Press into your hands. Hold on. Maybe hands, maybe forearms down to the block. Maybe all the way down to the earth. Breathe. Let's come out of it. Press into your hands. We don't stay very long, so don't sweat it. Left leg goes back to meet the right. Right arm is now your foundation. Shoulder over wrist. That's important. You want solid, strong alignment. You could be down on that bottom knee. Lift the left leg, lift the arm. It's all good. Or take the variation that you like, that you want to do today. Look up, breathe. You're strong. Stay strong and get stronger. Hands come down. Take your downward facing dog pose. Pedal it out. Let's do some balancing. Walk your feet up to meet your hands, or your hands back to meet your feet. Take a halfway lift. Lengthen through your spine. Exhale, fold forward. Shake your head. Still your head. Roll your spine up, one vertebra at a time. Let's do a little bit of balancing. Balancing, so important. It's one of the things we said, strength and balancing practice today. Tree pose is where we're going to begin. Have a chair nearby if you want, or stay seated in your chair. But maybe try to stand next to your chair, because we all have to sit down and get up multiple times throughout the day. Stick around. I'll tell you about your homework with that in a little bit. All right, maybe hold on to the chair. Tree pose, Vrikasana. Root into your left leg, weight out of the right, open up the side leg to the side of the room. Hands can be on your hips to the chair or at prayer center. Slip your foot up a little higher. Maybe the heel stays on the inner left ankle. Maybe you slip the foot a wee bit higher or higher still. But remember, don't put the foot on the knee. That's one thing you don't want to do. A lot of these things have modifications. Do them your way. But by putting the foot on the knee, it's putting sideways pressure on the knee. Not good. Don't do it. Hold on here, lengthen up through the crown of your head and your hips. It helps to focus here. Balancing requires your full attention, doesn't it? Lengthen up through the crown of your head and your hips. Focus. Maybe look to where the ceiling and the wall meet. Hands are at prayer center. Time for your mantra, I am strong. Maybe you grow your branches to challenge your balance a little bit more. You can grow one branch and hold on to the chair. Push the foot into the leg and the leg back into the foot. Sway your branches because you can. And a tree sways, right? But it stays firmly rooted just like you. Hold on here. More of a challenge you want? Okay. Close your eyes. Try to close your eyes or take a long blink. Oh, bring your hands back to prayer center. Guide the knee to the front of the room, but don't set it down. Bring your thigh parallel to the earth. Take your one-legged mountain position. Arms go high, lengthen up here, hold it right here. Breathe, lengthen up, you're strong. When you're ready, that right leg, bring the heel forward and plant it on your mat. Hinge forward, arms are still lifted, or maybe you're holding onto a chair or holding onto your hips. I'm gonna lift my arms. Back leg, lift it up a little bit. It's nice and straight. We're gonna come into a warrior three. Hinge forward here, put some softness in your right knee. Reach your parallel arms forward, maybe fingers are on the back of a chair. Lift your leg up as high as you like and hold. Now sweep that left leg back to the front. Come back to your one-legged mountain. Woo, it's a challenge. I'm gonna sway my mountain and then I'm gonna find my balance. I'm just gonna try, and if you fall out, no big deal, get right back in. Plant your left foot next to the right, hands to prayer center. Time for your mantra. You're strong. You did it. Good work. Got another side to do. Another opportunity to excel. Hands to prayer center, lengthen up. Weight into the right leg, this time weight out of the left. Take the tree pose variation that you would like to take. You decide how you want it to be, because it's your practice. Nobody's judging you, and don't judge yourself. We're so hard on ourselves. Don't be. Think of all of this as growth, self-expansion. Do what variation of tree speaks for you. Maybe come back to remembering being rooted in to the earth, looking where the ceiling and the wall meet. Breathe and just try. What's the worst that's gonna happen? You're gonna fall out? Okay, you fall out, you get back in, right? Don't let it stop you. Try. Breathe. Maybe that other challenge to close the eyes a little bit. Nice work. Hands back to prayer center. Guide the knee to the front of the room, but don't put it down. Lift your arms up. One-legged mountain. Re-energize here. Lengthen through your hips. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Think of somebody pulling you up to the sky through your fingers. Breathe. There's your one-legged mountain. Take a big step forward with your left foot this time. Keep your arms parallel to each other. Reach forward, lift the right leg up. Softness in the standing knee. Don't lock it out. Find your variation of this hinging forward, taking your warrior three pose in the manner that is best for you. Lengthen, strengthen, find your balance. You've got it. Let's finish here. Sweep the leg back up. One-legged mountain. Arms high and lifted. Strength. You've got it. Maybe a little hard to find, but you've got it. It's in there. All right, left foot meets right, hands back to prayer center. Take a breath in and a breath out. All right, eagle pose, Garandasana. Seated in a chair, you can totally do it. Take it in layers. Think of your body, bottom half, top half. You got that. You can do them individually or together. All right, first thing, layers. Bend your knees. And if you're in that chair, you got this, right? All right, bend your knees a little bit. Maybe send the weight a little more back into your heels if you're standing. Arms, they can crisscross in front of your chest, opposite hands to opposite shoulders. You can have your hands in prayer. Good place to be, always. Lengthen up. I'm gonna take my arms. I'm gonna extend them parallel like chair pose. Then I'm gonna sweep my right arm under my left. Bring my palms to touch. Squeeze my elbows down. I'm gonna look over my fingertips. Now I'm not looking down at my mat. I'm looking forward. Stay right here. Totally fine. That's doing the arms. However you like. Maybe add in the legs. I'm gonna lift my right leg, cross it over my left. Take the top of my right foot, hook it behind my calf and sink low. Nice tight compression of all the major joints. Your knees, your elbows, squeeze down, look forward, hold on tightly, and then finish. Right leg comes down to the ground. Arms go up to the sky, stretch it out, lengthen out, unwind, uncurl, you got it. Come back into your chair pose, knees bent, arms, place them in the variation that's speaking to you today. I'm going to take my right leg is now my foundation, lift my left leg, cross it over, take the top of the left foot, put it behind the calf, and breathe. I'm going to add in my arms. Arms are reaching. Left arm's going to sweep under right this time. Palms touch, elbows squeeze down, look over the fingers, sit low, look forward. Tight squeeze, I'm strong, you've got it, hold on. Left foot meets right on the mat, arms go high up to the sky. Lengthen up, dancer pose. All right, this one. Start to sweep your right arm back to the back of the room. Remember when we warmed up our shoulders? That's why we do things like this. All right, sweep your arms back. Lift the left arm high to the sky. Weight into your left leg. Take the weight out of your right. Take your right hand, capture inside your right foot. Knees will have come apart. Bring them back together and find length. Hold it here, stay here. Nothing wrong with staying right here. Kick into your back hand. Let your left arm come forward as it reaches. Kick into your back hand to the back of the room. Then kick up toward the sky. Reach, stretch, find length, find balance. Finish. Right foot comes down. Both arms go back. What's this called? Tadasana. Ta-da! Extended mountain. Lengthen up. Start to circle your left arm to the back of your room. Lengthen up. Staying in your mountain pose is super duper. Don't be hard on you. All right, weight into the right foot, weight out of the left. That's fine too. Maybe you reach the left hand down, capture inside the left foot, all 5 fingers. Keep the knees together, lengthen up. Lengthen up and hold here. Maybe start to kick a little bit into the back hand. Maybe hinge forward a little bit. Hinging forward is counterbalance. So let it just happen. Kick to the back of the room, kick up to the sky, reach, find length, and then finish. Left foot comes down. Both arms go back up, extended mountain. Exhale, hands to prayer center. You know what to do. Comfort yourself here. Say your mantra. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Hands down toward the earth. Inhale, halfway lift, back is long. Exhale, plant your hands on your mat and walk them forward. Take your right leg, kick it high. Sweep it through, bringing the right knee behind the right wrist. Left leg goes long on your mat. Slip your block under your right glutes as you reposition your right shin a little bit, working it more parallel to the top of the mat if you can. Press into the earth. Feel the goodness in your glutes here. Maybe slip down to your forearms. Maybe crisscross your hands and rest your head on your hands. Soften in your shoulders. Breathe in, breathe out. This is your half pigeon pose. We'll take this pose longer in our restorative practice. There it's called sleeping swan. It feels really good in the hips. Press into your hands. Remove the block to the other side. Bring your left toes toward your shins. Send your right leg high to the sky. Shake it out. Plant both feet. Left legs turn. Kick it high. Exhale. Sweep the knee to behind the left wrist. Right leg is long and straight. Top of the foot is on your mat. Take your block. Slip it under your left glutes. Work your left shin a little more parallel to the top of your mat. Adjust the block. It keeps your hips equal distant. Lengthen up and hold on right here. Soften in your backside. Maybe slip down to your forearms. Maybe place your head on your folded hands. Soften in your shoulders as you exhale. And feel the depth of the good stretch in that big ball and socket of your hips. As you're ready, I'm not going to stay here long. We'll hold it longer, probably 3 minutes in our restorative practice on Thursday and on Sunday. Press into your hands, back right toes, tuck in, left leg goes back to meet the right, shake it out. Come back to your down dog, a familiar pose. Tailbone high, push into the earth, shake, shake, shake your neck. Hinge forward, high plank. Slowly bend your elbows close to your ribs, come down to your belly.
pose, Bhujangasana. Hands are under, lift up. Tops of your feet are pressed in. Lengthen through your spine. And exhale. There we go. Inhale, lift up in the shoulders, gaze down your nose. Have little to no weight in your hands. Strengthen the low back. Inhale, lift a little more. Exhale, you've got it. Inhale, lift a little more. Let's finish. Hands come down. Arms down by your sides. Soften the legs. Turn your left cheek is on your mat. Inhale. Whew. Exhale. Floor bone on your asana. Bring your chin back to the midline of your body. Bend your knees, and that's all you gotta do. Stay right here. Maybe take your arms, which are down by your sides, and capture outside of your ankles. Bring your knees back together. Kick hard into your hands. Lift up in the chest. Balance on your pelvis. Breathe. And finish. Come down. Arms down by your side. Turn your head. Right cheek on your mat. Whew. Breathe. Head back to the center. Elbows bend. Hands under your collarbones. Press on up. Seal pose. Press on up. Camel pose. Bring your block between your ankles. You're standing on your knees. Hips underneath your shoulders. Hands to your low back. Push your hips forward. Look up to where the ceiling and the wall meet. Maybe look up higher. Look overhead. Maybe you can look so far back, you look to where the ceiling and the wall meet at the back of your room. Reach for your heels. Put your hands back to your low back. Slowly come up, shoulders over your wrist. Have a seat on your heels. Hands on your thighs. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let it go. Open your eyes. Maybe grab a drink of water. Let's send our legs long for a seated forward fold. Arms rise up to the sky. Toes are up there too. Exhale, hinge forward, reach forward. Inhale, lengthen in your spine. Exhale, reach more forward, straight ahead, forward. And then take your hands to your ankles, your knees, hugging the elbows in. Take a restorative forward fold. Gaze towards your knees or towards your belly button. Come on up, shoulders over your hips. Eye shade and or your towel up near your hips. That's a good sign, right? All right, legs are long. Let's bend them a little bit. Soles of the feet on the mat. Hands to prayer center. Repeat your mantra. Come on down. Come on down nice and slowly. And let's prepare for bridge pose. Fully reclined, arms by your sides. Bend your knees even more, bringing your heels towards your bottom. Soften in the shoulders as your fingers reach toward the bottom of your mat. As you're ready, push the weight into your feet. Lift your hips on up a little bit or a lot. Want to take it further? Wiggle your shoulders under your spine. Lift, press hard into your strong legs can press hard into your feet, into the earth. Maybe interlace your fingers, push your pinkies down into the mat, hold it here, you're strong. Release your hands, roll your spine down, one vertebra at a time. Left leg goes long, right leg bends, bringing the knee up towards your chest. Interlace your fingers or use your towel to hug underneath the right knee. Left leg is long, drive the heel to the bottom of the room, calf is flat on your mat. Circle your right ankle this way and that. Then use the left hand, cross the midline of your body, take a big twist here. Right arm tees out and you look to the right as best you can. Hip comes down to the mat. Hug the knee in and circle the ankle a little bit more. Right leg goes long to meet the left. Drag your left heel on up. Hug the knee in if you can, or use your towel to pull it in. Hug it in. Interlaced fingers beneath it. Circle the ankle. Give them some love and strengthening. Right leg is long. Right hand touches your left knee. Cross the midline of your body as you roll onto the right hip. Tee out your left arm as best you can. Keep your shoulder down. And then maybe look to the left. Left hip comes down. Hug the knee in again. Hug it in. You'll get there someday. Just keep at it. That's the ticket. Circle the ankle. You just got to keep at it. Every little bit helps, right? Every little step gets you where you want to go. Send both legs long on your mat. Drag both heels up using your strong core. Drag them up, 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 up. toward your chest. Left hand grabs underneath the left knee. Right hand grabs underneath the right knee. Spread your knees towards your armpits and rock a little bit on your low back. Let this feel wonderful. Breathe. Maybe take it a little farther. Maybe really rock so that knee is almost to the earth. All right, let's do Happy Baby, Ananda Balasana. Capture the insides of your calves, your ankles, or your heels. Draw your toes towards your shins. Send one leg up to the sky. Bend it. Send the other leg up to the sky. All right, this is your Happy Baby pose, Ananda Balasana. Breathe and enjoy it. You've got good mobility in your hips. Keep it working. Make it even better. All right, heels up high to the sky. Open your legs nice and wide. Maybe your hands press your calves or your inner thighs open. Create like a big letter V for value in your yoga. A big letter V in your legs. Bring your legs back together. Ankles touch. Slowly lower your legs back down. It's time for final Shavasana. All right. In your final Shavasana pose, we do it lots of different ways. Yesterday, we did it kind of combined with fish on a block. It was really nice. We'll do it again. Come back and see what it's all about. All right, spread your feet a little bit so your heels are at the bottom edges of your mat. Arms down by your sides, palms face up. Eyes can be covered with your eye shade or your towel. Don't think about anything. Just focus on your breath. Your body is soft. It's recuperating. It's restoring from the practice that we just endured. You did it. You did it. You did it. It might have been really hard, but that's okay. Hard makes you stronger, and you're getting there. Don't give up. Winners never quit. You've got it. Shoulders are soft. Eyes are soft. Your breath is deep. Full breaths in and full breaths out. And how do you want to breathe? In and out of your nose like we did through most of the practice? Or do you want to take a deep breath in through your nose and then let it out slowly through your mouth? It's all good. Just be aware of what you're doing. Make conscious decisions so you can grow and become better. Everybody wants to get better. Nobody wants to stagnate. Breathe in. Breathe out. Maybe just be thankful for your body. Thank your feet for keeping you solid in those standing poses. Thank your hips for the mobility, for the flexibility. And, thank your mind for showing up. That's the hardest part. Consistently showing up is perhaps even harder. But don't give up. Don't give up on you. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. As we practice together, you might want to have your remote control nearby so you can hit pause at this time so you can enjoy your final Shavasana pose longer. Keep the thoughts at bay and just let your body truly have this moment or these few moments of conscious relaxation. If it's time to go on with your day and to wrap up your time on your mat, let's take a deep breath in and a big sighing breath out. Let it go. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, appreciating the movement there. Bring that motion up into the feet and the hands and the wrists and the ankles. Move them around this way and that. What feels good in this moment? On an inhale, reach high up overhead and take a big good morning stretch. As if this were the stretch before you even got out of bed in the morning. Just stretch. Feel the effects of your breath. Big inhale, big exhale. Now bend your elbows, bend your knees, and roll on to one hip or the other. Enjoy the getting there. Remember how good it felt when you did Happy Baby on the low back? Maybe it feels really good to roll slowly here onto your hip. Bend your low arm. Use the bicep as a pillow for your head. Top arm, top shoulder relaxes. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Let's do it again, but do it even deeper. Fuller breath in. And a full, slow breath out. Now you can keep your eyes closed or you can open them. Now here's your homework. I didn't forget. As you come up to seated, don't make any sounds, and see if you can come up without using your hands. It may take a little bit of gyration, but that's all right. Just don't make any sounds. Come on up to seated. All right. Crisscross your legs, bring your hands to prayer center. Come back to that mantra you told yourself, that positive affirmation that you just need to hear. Nobody knows what you're thinking, so just say the most wonderful statement ever in your mind, and nobody knows, but you need that. You definitely need that. Bring your hands together in prayer, always a good place to be. Press your thumbs into your chest, lengthen up, and exhale, soften up. And remember, as you get up, as you move from the ground or from a chair or whatever, don't use your hands. Your quads are strong, your legs are strong. That's your homework. Let that kind of be an earworm, or what do they call it? Or just let that get into your head. When you stand up, think back to your yoga. Don't make sounds. Don't make that sound. Don't put your hands on the arms of the chair. Try. Your legs are strong. You're getting stronger every day. Use that strength to your advantage. No hands, no sounds. All right, deliberately choose and guide your thoughts today. Experience good things. Don't be self-limiting, be self-expanding. Have the courage to try and expand your horizons. All right, we took the stress number a couple times in the practice. What is it now? You took it in the beginning, it came down after that warm-up, and I bet it's really down now, isn't it? That's a good thing. Practice with us every single day. We're live start to finish, so it's just like being in a real class. No cuts. We're real, you're real. We have aches and pains. Just make it work for you. Do it. Just show up. Every day is different, I promise. This was perhaps one of the hardest days, but you modified it to make it work for you, and that's what counts. Just show up and give yourself the time on your mat. It'll pay off greatly, I promise. Love you guys. See you on your mats tomorrow. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Remember those things. That's what is made up inside of you. All right. See you later. Bye. Hi. You're a good girl. You're flexible. You're mobile. You're strong. You're crazy. Bye. It's summertime, and maybe you've wandered away from your practice a little bit, but the fact that you're here encourages me to know that you come back to your mat. Always come back to your mat. Come back to the four corners of your mat to find peace in your mind and your body, and to find strength in your body as well. And it's all good. It's your yoga. You're making it work your way. You're rocking it. So come back. Don't ever quit. Tell your friends about your yoga. Tell them how much fun you're having from the privacy of your own home doing your yoga your way. Our yoga is free for anybody and everybody, and they can watch from the privacy of their own home as well. Tell them about it. If you'd like to support our broadcast, you can visit our website. It's www.316yoga.com. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support, and thank you for